just want to talk.
Welcome to We Just Want to Talk. I'm Debbie.
And I'm Mariam, and all we want to do is talk about Tegan and Sara. Hello, everyone. This is a new episode of We Just Want to Talk. Is it We Just Want to Talk or yeah, We Just
We
Want to
Just
Talk.
Want to
That's the
Talk
show.
podcast.
Of course, I always forget because I don't do this often, as if. Anyway, this is Mariam, your host, and there's Debbie as well. Say
Yes.
hello.
Hello.
And our guest today is Emily.
Hello.
Hi, Emily. How are you?
I'm a doing.
We're so happy you're here with us. We have a special
Yes.
episode called Gen Z Fans of TNS because you're a Gen Z.
We're going to talk about Heartthrob too.
Yeah, we might change like the title of the episode after this. I don't know because I just picked the title and
What age is considered Gen Z?
I
Like,
think
what is-
after
97, right?
Really?
yeah.
Oh wow, I did not know that.
When were you born?
Are you 19 or 20?
I'm 19. I'll be 20 in February. I was born in
shit.
2004.
You're
I would
definitely
have,
Gen Z.
oh my God, I would have taught you if you would have been one of my students. Oh my God.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's
we picked a topic because our guest today is Gen Z. So we wanted to talk about like how the
That
new
sounds
generation
wrong.
of fans. Yeah, totally. The new generation of fans were how did they, find out about them, or at least your experience as a Gen Z fan and incorporating
Yeah.
Heartthrob as well, because if it wasn't for Heartthrob, they wouldn't be where they are now. And like younger generations wouldn't find them as they did, right? We don't know. That's the discussion,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I hear a lot of Gen Z, they say they get like into, why am I acting like I'm not? Okay. They say they got into Tegan and Sara with
You're an older Gen
Heartthrob.
Z. I teach 2009, 2010 kids, and the stark difference that I see from those that were born in 2003 and 2004 is like huge. I think it's the same as millennials because us were not the same as the early 80s millennials.
Yeah,
Like-
there is a difference for sure, but
Yeah.
like this is in general. It's not the same for everybody. It's just how like what Emily's experience is as a Gen Z. So how did you become a fan?
Well,
How was your experience?
Well, I came out when I was 18,
Mhm.
and I didn't really know like queer icons, like queer singers or actors really.
Mhm.
And one day I saw this like quiz, and it was like, can you guess these queer icons? And I got every one of them wrong except one, which was Tegan and Sara. And
But have you
I
heard of
knew-
them before that at all?
No, not
No.
at all.
Okay.
How did you guess them?
The
Is it because they were twins? And
Did
there
they
was,
look
like,
gay when you saw them like on the picture or something?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, there you go.
I was reading the names. Well, it's like, can you guess their names? Like, guess the queer
Oh.
icons' names. And it was like Tegan and Elizabeth and Sara and Katie. And one of them was even Tegan and Emily. And I'm like, that's too much of a coincidence. I can't. And then the
Tegan
last
and
one was
Emily.
Tegan and Sara. Yeah. The last one was Tegan and Sara. And I'm like, that just fits. It just makes sense. And so I picked it and I was like, wow, I got one right.
It was fate.
Good job.
And then later, I wanted to get into new music because before I listened to like K-pop and stuff,
Mhm.
and I was just getting tired of it. And I was like, oh yeah, well, there's Tegan and Sara. Let me check them out. And the first album I listened to was Love You to Death. And I listened to Stop Desire. And I was like, I'm sold. Love.
Nice.
That was last year, right?
The beginning of 22.
Oh, the best year to be a Tegan and Sara
Oh yeah,
fan, honestly.
definitely. Well,
So
except
it's-
for during the pandemic, but I guess if you became a fan last year, you had the entirety of like pandemic, whatever happened in the pandemic, you were able to like relive it. That was a great time to become a fan. Like lots to catch up.
Because the
Well,
new
just getting
music,
into-
the show, and like
Mhm.
all of that.
Yeah. I was super excited because that was when they were like starting to do Crybaby and
Exactly. It was like
So
the
it was
beginning
like,
of a new era.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I was like, fate, really?
So exactly
So
10 years after I've become a fan. Interesting.
10 years?
10 years after
Oh
I've
yeah,
become a fan.
2012. That's true. Yeah. Wait, before we go to the questions, I'm just gonna say really quickly the news. Tegan and Sara news. You can find all the news on Tegan and Sara updates on Twitter. There's only two. One of them is that the Pittsburgh show was canceled for sure. All the other news are related to Crybaby Tour, which is gonna end next month. There's only two shows left. Today is October 19th/20th. And Vivek Shreya released a new show called How to Fail as a Pop Star, and Tegan does a cameo in it. So if anyone wants to watch it, it's free on CBC Gem. I don't know if it's available in other countries, maybe only Canada.
Yeah.
No, not available
Yeah,
in the
I
US.
tried to look it up, but it said that it was not available in my country.
So yeah, so only Canada. For the Canadians, you can listen to Tegan's voice in that show.
I don't
Like
mean
if
to interrupt. I do have a question though.
yeah.
Is there a way to see like all of us?
You have, is there a
Are you on
box?
your
You can,
are you on
there's
your
a box.
computer?
Oh, I did it.
Yeah, you
Okay.
did
Now I can
it.
okay.
Do you see us now?
Period. Yes, I can.
Okay, cool.
Where, Emily, where do you live?
I live in Alabama.
Cat? Oh,
Her name
hi.
is Sammy Joe. She's mean.
Aw, she's
Oh, she's
cute.
an orange cat, of course.
Orange cats are something else.
Yeah.
And I wanted one so bad.
Very
I'm like,
active.
oh, she's gonna. I feel like I'm getting out of topic.
We always do this. I'm just gonna cut it off when I edit.
Okay.
It's okay. Don't worry
Oh,
about
it's
it.
fine.
Anyways, after the Tegan and Sara news, we can go back to questions.
Question A, we've already asked her that, but let's see if like as a Gen Z, there are multiple artists to stand, but you've chosen Tegan and Sara. How did you discover them? And what you already told us, what makes them so appealing considering they are not as known as of now as they were 10 years ago? What makes them so appealing to you?
Well, the reason I got into them was not like their music really. I just thought that they were very funny. They have like the personality.
Everyone
So they
Banters.
have like the humor, their words. I don't like
Charismatic. They have frizz.
Yeah,
well,
charisma,
not that, like the things that they
presence.
say. Like I don't understand some of the stuff they say and I'm like that's weird. But in a good way. Like I want to learn more words because of them.
Oh,
And
you're
then is when
intrigued
I
by
got into
them. You're
yeah,
intrigued. Yeah, same. Me too. I was very intrigued.
and
Yeah,
their
yeah.
hair. I was like, wow, I could pull that off, but I could not pull that off. No, not at all.
But then after you
Felt.
learned their music, then you got into the music as well. So it started as like the people, Tegan and Sara as people, and then you became fans.
Yeah, I
of the
used to
music
watch
as well.
like their videos, like the cherry pie one, golf, like those, and that's what got me into them. And then slowly I got into their music.
Me too.
Amazing.
Thank you.
All right. What is your favorite song or songs and why? If you don't have a favorite song, like songs.
Okay. Well, I really like You Go Away and I Don't Mind, but I like
I love it.
Instamatic one, the high school
Right.
The
version.
original one. Yeah.
And I got it tattooed. You can't see
Yeah.
it because of the
sun.
yeah. Sorry about that. But that one or Stop Desire, I think those two will always be like what got me into them.
Yeah.
Like
I love You Go Away and I Don't Mind. I think it's my favorite on Hey, I'm Just Like You. I think, yeah, it's just, I don't know, Sarah's voice in it. It's just, and it reminds me of a good time. It's just pandemic time, even though it was shit, but like there was this part, the good part in it. I was obsessed with that song and I would hear it every single day. So I understand why this is. Yeah.
Well, I like the beginning, like the high school version. I just feel like no, I love the, the Hey, I'm Just Like You. I love that one, but there's just something about the high school version that just gives me makes me want to dance, makes me excited to listen to it. It's just, there's just something about that. And I was thinking about getting those lyrics tattooed, but my Instagram and everything is raised by icons. So I was like, I'm just gonna do it, I guess. So
Raised by icons. Okay, nice.
Those lyrics are only in the "Hey, I'm Just Like You" version then.
Yeah.
mhm.
Let me see. I don't remember
We
exactly.
did
I do
analyze the
remember.
song. We did.
You go away and I don't mind.
Yeah.
Because I remember Sarah's voice in the high school version is like very raw and very like guttural. She's
Yeah.
like she sounds
Yeah.
like she's alone in her room just freaking like belting it out, like trying to get over something.
I like the raspiness. If that
Exactly.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
I
It's like
miss her
so
raspiness. I miss that, to be honest. Even she had it in If It Was You as well, and I miss it.
Yeah, after If It Was You, they kind of lost that.
Yeah.
The growling.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And This Is Everything. Why did I not mention that?
Oh no, that song is
course.
everything.
Is everything,
Was
exactly.
it your video that you did, Debbie? Was it the book? Like you
Just
did
mine.
Everything? It was Marianne's.
Yeah.
Oh,
Between
It's,
between junior high school.
and then
It was Marianne's, yeah, on TikTok.
yeah, I did the junior high, the
Mhm.
lyrics. That's what got me into that song, was that
oh
TikTok.
wow, that flop TikTok, the failed TikTok.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. If videos flop, but they do these things like it did with Emily, that's all that matters.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
after listening to that, I could not stop listening to it. I'm like,
now you're making me miss making videos, even though I'm like, I don't have the energy. I'm a lazy person, and Debbie knows this. Maybe one day.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
why I
if
didn't even.
yeah, if we get season 2, who knows?
Exactly.
Fingers
I'll get
crossed.
inspired again.
Oh,
All
by
right.
the way, the other day, like 3 days ago, it was October 14th, right? That High School came out, the show.
Mm.
And that has been 1 year. So happy birthday, High School TV show. Next question.
Well, what is your favorite album and why? I'm Just Like You.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh no, my favorite's Love You to Death and Heartthrob.
Oh, Heartthrob is a good one.
Yeah.
Let me see
Well,
that.
I'm a very dancey person, and any song that makes me want to dance is that. So
Well, Hey, I'm Just Like You, it has a lot of like dancey songs as well. Like it's
more
very high
rockish.
energy.
No, please help me. Hello, I'm right here.
But the
it makes me do the
is...
air guitar. That one.
Yeah, true.
Heartthrob makes me want to like reenact Closer music video of the dancing on the or jumping on the trampoline or something, like like the excitement or youth kind of thing, like feeling youthful, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
young.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. High School, the book, or the series, and why?
If I like High School, the book.
No, which one do you prefer, High School, the book, or the show, and why?
I say the book, but that's also, I always say that though. Every book I just feel like gives more detail. In a movie, you can only put so much.
It's original. Yeah. It's their story.
Yeah.
Their actual story.
In a movie, you can only put just so much. I feel like a lot of the times they take stuff out. And didn't Clea Duvall say something like she didn't put everything in there for like privacy reasons?
Privacy and dramatizing things as well.
And you have to you have to keep the pace. If you put everything like it doesn't fit.
Yeah.
It's like a short amount of time.
Yeah. So I'd probably say High School. Yeah. I got it for Christmas and read the whole thing.
Yeah, you obviously read it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you said, oh my gosh, you did a video and I said something along the lines of, oh, it made me so mad when she did that. You did like a TikTok and it was like when Phoebe looked at Sara and was like, hi, Sara, or something like that. I like commented, oh, that made me so mad when she did that. And you were like, did you read the book? And I was like, no, I haven't. I'm getting it for Christmas. But when I do, I will read it. Now I'll have to say I still don't. It still makes me mad. I just, frustrated me. I was like, no, thank you. Miss Phoebe, you can leave. That's how I felt.
That was, but that's the thing that didn't happen in the book. The book was different.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I know now
which
because
is the
I've
real
read
life,
it.
which is what
Yeah.
actually happened.
To
in
be
real life.
honest, a lot of things frustrated me about in the show, and we discussed that in the like
a lot
15
in like
episodes that we've done for high school. So we're
we're not
gonna
gonna
go
talk
over
about
them.
high school for a long time.
Yeah.
Well, I
Literally
watched
12
all the
episodes
podcasts, so
or 8 episodes, not 12.
8, and then there's the book and the show. I don't know, something like that.
No, we did the junior high. So
Oh yeah,
I guess it's 9.
exactly.
I haven't finished that yet.
The junior high
Oh,
one?
it's
Wait, the book?
such
got
an
it.
easy read.
You didn't finish?
I have not.
Oh,
Well, I'm always at work and I don't ever have time. When I get home from work, I'm tired and I always
I
go
feel
straight to
yeah.
bed.
Yeah.
All
right. Tegan and Sarah as musicians or as writers?
And why?
That's very hard because when they're writers, they normally write about their life. That's what they're doing now, is writing about their life, and I think their life is interesting. So like I love that, but I love when they make music because I love how you can take their song and interpret it, and music's like my therapy. So I don't know. I can't. That's hard to answer.
I think that's an
I'd go
unfair
with music.
question. It was not. I didn't come up with that question, by the way. It was Miriam, because technically, when they write songs, they're also writers.
No, I meant fictional writing. I
Yeah.
didn't want to say fiction writing because the high school isn't fictional, and I meant as in authors. I should have said authors, not writers. My
True.
bad.
And they also have like 25 years of experience as musicians and like 4 years or 5 years as authors and writers.
But they're technically poets, Sarah especially. So it's like it's not that hard to write a book.
Yeah.
When you can write music or lyrics that are sad and agonizing. So
But if you had to give up either or for Tegan and Sarah, which one would you choose?
Me?
To keep? No,
Me?
Emily. Well, you too.
I'd keep
Both
the
of you.
musician, like the being, a singer. I'd keep that one. Just because I listen to music more than I read.
Okay. What about you, Miriam?
Tegan, musician, Sarah's author. Just so I can have the best of both.
Both. Good answer.
Yeah.
What's your favorite banter?
Mine?
What's your favorite? Yeah.
Do you know that one where well, of course you probably know that one. The one where Tegan was talking about having a 6-pack.
Oh, the nails.
Oh.
I don't know if I know the one about the 6. Oh, I know the 6-pack one.
And
from
is
the con?
Is it from the con? Like I have a 6-pack, but it's so hot in here. Yeah.
And then at the end, she's like, and
no, I don't.
She was like, "Do you really have?" Yeah. She's like, "No, I don't." Or she said, "Do you really?"
And I don't.
She's like, "No." And then
I don't have a 6-pack.
Thank you. And the way she says thank you, that's how I say thank you.
Oh yeah,
like now.
the thank you. It haunted me.
But the thank you wasn't for the person who was talking to her.
You.
She said thank you because someone handed her something, and then she said thank you to that person, not the camera.
She's like, thank you. We watched the movie the other day. The con movie. Remember, Debbie?
Yes.
Oh my God.
It feels like so long ago.
We had an episode about it.
Yeah.
Do you listen to the podcast, Emily?
I do. But I'd listen to it while I'm working, so some things I like.
You might miss some stuff.
Yeah.
I've never listened to the podcast, Emily, because I don't like to hear my voice.
Really?
I do. I listen to it every time.
I feel like I
edit it and then I listen to it.
Because Debbie is narcissistic. No, she just edits it. So
no, I just want to give us. I just want to give us views.
Hey, I gave you. My students have listened. I gave you so many views. Anyway, favorite haircuts and favorite era.
Love you to death. Love you to death.
Or the hair too.
Honestly, the hair was great.
When Sara would put her hair up like half up, half down.
The half pony.
Half pony. I do it in the school
and it
now.
was like on top of her head almost.
Now Tegan's, when she did the like 2 ponies. I did not like that.
Oh
I
God,
was
that
like,
was weird.
That's a little bit controversial. Some people like it, some people hate it.
Yeah, that
there was a
means Libby
lot
likes
going
it,
on.
and you just
I
offended her.
don't
Oh, okay.
really.
Okay.
During Love It to Death, I liked Sarah's hair better.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Well, you know that photo shoot that they did, and their hair was like poofy, like big, like
For Love It to Death?
out. Yeah, I Love You to Death. That they did like a magazine shoot for like clothes or something. She looked like a werewolf, and I did not like it at all. I was like,
I don't know which one.
Oh,
Were they wearing their own merch, or was it a
no,
different?
no. I know which
no,
one is the one where they're looking at the mirror at each other, and there's lipstick in her
oh no,
hand.
no. I love that
Not
one.
this
That
one?
one I love. It's like it's like
No, they look
poofy. Like
so
their
good.
hair is like huge. As in like their hair is Love You to Death, like it's during Love You to Death, but she's got like a lump in her hair. And Sara, she had like pins in her hair on the side. Like it was huge and then pins on the side.
It is the one Miriam said. I know what it is. The lipstick on the mirror.
Mm-mm.
I think it is.
I think it's from
Well,
that
isn't that one
shoot.
like black and white?
No, that's a different
Hold on.
one. The sitting on the mirror is different than the lipstick on the mirror.
Like they were back to back. Like when their backs were like this.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. That's
Or were they
she
standing?
looked
I don't
like
know how they were standing now. Now I'm confused.
she looked like a wolf. They had their hands to each other like that. She did look like a wolf.
It was
Yeah.
horrible. I was like, girl, what are you doing? I know that she had to have had a lot of hairspray in her hair.
Yeah, they had a lot of makeup and hairspray and all of that. Even though it's one of my favorite shoots, by the way. I truly love
Oh,
that photo shoot. It's a BuzzFeed one, I think, Debbie. I think it's a BuzzFeed one. I think it was called How the World Caught Up with Tegan and Sara, I think.
Yes.
yes.
Sarah.
Ew. Oh my
That's
God. Oh God.
this
She
one you
looks
don't like it?
Now that one, love, but the other
Oh.
one,
This
Sarah's.
one is I see. Okay.
Well,
See, I
Tegan,
know
that
this.
picture.
I was so
That,
present during that era, the fact that I know the article's name.
I did not like that. I was, And then the Heartthrob, I think, or it was I don't know. But when Tegan had the little baby bangs like this.
It was
Ew,
for
oh my
the
God.
Oscars, and they just posted on Substack a picture of her with Holiday, and she has the tiny bangs. Yeah, nah,
I hated
Nah, I
that.
didn't like.
that was not a good idea.
I don't even know
It
how
was
she went
not.
to the Oscars like that, but to each their own.
I did
Sorry.
like her baby bangs last year. People didn't like it. I liked it.
No.
The last podcast y'all did, y'all talked about Sarah's hair and how y'all didn't like how
Her hair is
Looks
now
wolfy.
now
looks like a
it's not
dog.
changed. It's been the
Oh.
same. That I understand. I don't know. I feel like she looks like a mom, and I get she's a mom, but she's looking more like a mom.
Oh my, everyone is saying that.
Anyways,
Anyway, pre-Heartthrob Tegan and Sara or post-Heartthrob Tegan and Sara?
Pre. I think that they were more open then. I feel like now, I don't want to say like they've lost they're very private, but they are very private now. And sometimes there's like certain things that were better.
Yeah.
they were more connected with the fandom.
Yeah, yes, that right
Mm.
there.
Yeah.
But I
agree.
understand what
Oh, of course.
it first started to
It
happen
sucks
like
for
this
us, but I
recoil.
understand.
Yeah, the recoil happened after the Emmy and Sarah separation. I feel like she started to be like, I don't want my relationship to be exposed to the world anymore. And maybe Stacey isn't like that as well. Fans got crazier during the Heartthrob and Love You to Death era. Very crazy.
Yeah, Sara had a stalker.
Oh, Sara had a
during
stalker, but
Heartthrob.
that was in 2011, 12, 13, 14.
Was before Heartthrob? Oh,
Before
during.
Heartthrob.
Before,
Yeah.
during, and after.
Yeah, get along
Jesus.
actually.
Well, I was gonna put
what
in your
else?
unpopular opinion, but I didn't end up doing it. But
Tell us now.
okay. I was gonna say something along the lines of like I feel like since Sara has had a kid, she's just not as into
Music. Us,
music.
fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know this.
Which
We've
is
discussed
totally
it.
understandable. I get it. You know, she's toured so much, you know, she's been away from family and stuff. She wants to have her own time. And I get that. But there's sometimes where she'll like video stuff, like do like videos or something, and you can tell she's just very uninterested.
No, she's not.
Yeah, they're since I think actually since pandemic, their focus shifted. Yeah, because before pandemic they were so focused on the band all the time that when pandemic hit, they finally were able to like introvert, I guess. Like not that they're extroverts or introverts, but they were able to live life without, like, they were forced to literally stay home for so long,
and
then
realize what they've missed.
They realized that, like, oh, so I like, this is really nice. When I'm away, I miss my family, I miss my friends, I miss my home life. And now that they realize that, their focus shifted, which I understand. But at the same time, it's like, for us, it gives a little, like, a little bit of a feeling that they're not giving the all when they're
not as young
or...
as they used to be, but at the same time, Sara has gone through this whole long and agonizing process of having a child for 4 years.
And now having the child,
my friends,
like, she doesn't have time anymore, like, as she did before.
And God knows, maybe she wants another, maybe not, maybe they can't have an, like, it's just...
Let's just hope she doesn't embarrass the next baby with posting videos of the baby's poop.
Oh no! Oh God! That was a bad idea.
That was a very bad idea.
Why is she like that?
I mean, I feel like he's gonna sue her when he grows up, if he finds the pictures.
I'm gonna sue my own mother. She posted videos of me poop, my poop.
Yeah.
No, but I was just like, girl, what were you thinking?
Yeah, it's like
I think she wanted to be funny, but that's not funny. It's just gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tegan, do you want a baby now?
Yeah. Anyway, let's discuss, since we ended it the question talking about Heartthrob, let's discuss how Heartthrob has affected the music industry, or the queer music industry, because we can't deny that that album brought them a huge number of fans, has gotten them into the pop scene, has made them mainstream.
I was watching
they toured with
an interview
Katy Perry,
where they got to be like number 3 in the Billboard or whatever.
Yeah,
like, that's huge.
That's huge. It was very huge. And we discovered, like, people from all around the world, like me in Neverland, I discovered them. And
Neverland.
and what else? It's got them to perform with Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, Macklemore, and
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. No, they did not. With Lady Gaga?
They did.
No. They did.
They opened for Lady Gaga.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Oh, I love Lady Gaga.
Yeah, same. And for fun as well, it's just crazy.
They went on tour with Fun, right?
Yeah, they opened for Fun. It was crazy time for us fans, and I was like a new fan back then, and social media was wow. Like, I remember everyone was talking about them on Twitter. Yeah, it's so many fans. I mean, they do have fans right now, but we're not as like active.
It was their peak of
fame.
Fame.
No, here's the thing. Their peak of fame was actually during So Jealous, but social media didn't exist. But like their peak of mainstream fame, let's say, or like among the younger fan base, was during that time, until the pandemic hit, and then it's like they disappeared and everyone changed and everything changed, and but they got new fans.
Just like we talked, after pandemic, their own focus changed. They're not seeking fame, quote unquote, anymore. They're
like focused on the idea of legacy and how to maintain that. But this is good because they have longevity, basically. They're basically, they can stay and make a lot of projects, while other bands couldn't do that, or other queer musicians
literally
are gone. This is what we want to talk about. Like, how come? Okay, so the new Gen Z queer scene of musicians, they're all very young, early 20s, late 20s, very rarely early 30s. What happened to the mid 30s, early 40s, or Tegan and Sarah's generation? Where are they? Why aren't they singing? What's going on with them? Why is there a gap in the music industry? Is it because the music industry is homophobic or ageist or sexist? Maybe, I don't know, but something. Like, we know that Hayley Kiyoko was inspired by Tegan and Sarah. Who else? Girl in Red was inspired by Tegan and Sarah, actually. Interestingly.
Was she?
Yeah. And she has followed them since ever. Clairo as well. Who else was inspired?
But they're all young people. When we were
Yeah.
talking about Heartthrob and this episode, like we
Miley
realized
Cyrus
that
was inspired by Tegan and Sarah. I saw the interview the other day.
Yeah, like on Twitter there was this thing from 2008 or 9 when she was really young. What was her favorite band? It was Tegan and Sarah. She was 14 or something, and her favorite band was Tegan and Sarah. And I think Tegan and Sarah actually mentioned that Miley wanted to, for the Connects, she wanted to do Back in Your Head, but like their schedules conflicted. So she couldn't be part of it, but
that would have been
she's
awesome,
a fan,
to be honest.
Oh yeah, for sure. But the thing about like queer bands is that Tegan and Sarah are in their 40s, right? And right now all the queer bands that are big or in the not in the mainstream per se, but what's another word for more known, are like there's a gap of almost 10 years between Tegan and Sarah and the queer artists now. And then we were wondering what happened, like where are the queer artists who are in their mid 30s, you know what I mean? And so I think that when Tegan and Sarah released Heartthrob and they say that they're queer the mainstream, I think that it took a while, like the artists who were their age or a little bit younger, they were already out there, so they didn't, like, it didn't make sense for them to not come out, but like, because Tegan and Sarah, when they first started, they started out already. They didn't have to come out. They were already like since the beginning. They never had to come out of the closet.
And they take chances and change. So it's like, it doesn't matter for them if we succeed or not. We take chances, we take risks, and we change.
You know, they're strong people. And like the music shows it. And I think that the artists who started after them, that were younger, felt like, oh, so we can do that as well. But the artists who were already there didn't feel like it was different for them, because if they were closeted or whatever, they couldn't start out already, which is different for the younger generation. Does that make sense? Like the Gen Z bands, or younger millennials,
well, I feel like a lot of the thing comes with, like, personally for me, I do love quite younger, like, musicians who are like in their 20s or things like that, like Taylor Swift. She's in her early 30s. You know, it's fun to know about her.
She's in her mid-30s.
She's 33.
Okay. Oh,
33? Not 35? 35.
No.
I thought she was 32.
She's 33.
I guess but
1989.
Yeah, she was born in the same year as me, but in December. I was born in January.
Why do I always think you're like 1992? I don't know why.
I just look very young, but I'm 34.
I feel like
you look like you could be her kid.
What?
You could look like you could be her kid.
Me?
Yeah. I think it's the curly hair.
I could be whose kid?
Taylor's kid.
I could be Taylor's kid?
Yeah.
You're making that up.
No, like, you look very, I mean, it's exaggeration, but you look so much younger than, I don't know, is it because you're short? Maybe.
I could be her younger sister, not her child.
I mean, yeah.
Anyways, she's 33, so she's early 30s, and she's not out, so that doesn't count.
Oh, well, I meant more like in the sense of like explaining how you know, a lot of queer artists who were in their like 40s or, late 30s. I feel like the reason a lot of people don't go towards them is when you like a group, you're going to like them for something, either their music, their face, so whatever they bring to the table. I feel like a lot of people don't want that because either they don't, it's hard to explain. It's like
They don't look young, you mean?
no, they look young, but it's more of a thing where it's like
no appeal.
You
They're
start
not
liking
fresh.
yeah, basically. You like a group or you like a singer or something. If she's in her 40s, it's kind of a queer artist. If she's in her 40s, it's kind of like a she could stop singing in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. You don't want to get into a group when they're older in case they ever do stop touring.
Yeah.
That's how I am. That's how
I
like, I
feel
don't
that.
want
Yeah.
Except
like, I
for
don't,
Tegan and Sara, because they
But-
have longevity.
But they might have, like, they might stop at any moment. Like, you never
and
know.
I feel like a lot of people don't want to get like attached to a group or attached to a singer, like in whatever way that they feel connected to them, because you don't want to get attached for them just to quit singing, for them to, it's also like people look up to Tegan and Sara, like fans look up to Tegan and Sara, and one day they will quit singing or they will quit writing, something like that. And that's going to affect them in a way. And, it's like a lot of people don't want to get into group, like, you know what I mean, if you know what I mean.
Get attached to something that might end soon.
Yeah.
Makes sense, actually.
No, it makes sense. Yeah. But what I was saying is like new bands, when they were kids and they saw Tegan, the representation when they were in the mainstream is what I mean. Like they were teenagers and they saw Tegan and Sara in the mainstream, and then they were like, oh my God, so it's actually possible. And they were young. The people who are already older and already like on the way there, like you see it less than younger people. Like the generation between Tegan and Sara and Gen Z, you don't see queer bands as much because they didn't see the representation until Tegan and Sara came. You know what I mean? So
I'm gonna give an example, but it's not a musician, it's an actress, Ashley Benson. So Ashley Benson, we've all suspected that she's queer, and she had a picture with Tegan and Sara in 2012, I guess, or 13.
12 or 13, yeah.
And what's it called? Is it Lollapalooza or the other one?
Coachella.
Coachella, yeah. And I was a huge fan of Ashley Benson. Like we had these theories that she's queer. It only makes sense, even though nothing looked queer about her. But sometimes you can tell. And then she came out years later and dated Cara Delevingne, and then she once again she denied, like she broke up with her and dated a man, and because her family isn't accepting of queerness. It's like that age group, even when they were inspired, it wasn't very like open, like the world wasn't as, or US wasn't as open to,
because the representation wasn't there.
Queerness. Yeah, representation wasn't there. And it's like you can't just come out all of a sudden when you're in your 20s and you have a career and it's gonna ruin your career, blah blah. But those new artists, the young ones, no, they come out like they're just out. Like
they
are
don't already out. They
yeah, they don't have
already.
to explain themselves anymore.
Yeah.
The world has changed
because
after the legalization
so I think
marriage.
That's why I think Heartthrob is so important, because you can't see the gap between Tegan and Sara and the younger generation, and like it's it's proof that when they released Heartthrob and Closer, and their music video had queer kids in the video, that wasn't a thing at the time for the mainstream. Like you have underground artists and you have indie artists who are queer and have this type of art, but you didn't see that in the mainstream. Tegan and Sara like brought that to the mainstream, and you can clearly see the gap between that and the artists who like started already with their representation.
Yeah.
Like I realized that. Go ahead.
Well, Tegan and Sara, they they started doing music in the 90s, And, you know, it really wasn't accepting then. So like coming, or not coming out technically, but like just being out, being queer, you know, not having to explain it to people. They always talk about how they did have to come out, and you come out every single day. So
They
it's
still
like,
do.
yeah. And it's like, now, you know, they don't, a lot of queer artists don't get asked that much about being queer, I see, or like for me, because it's, I wouldn't say it's become more accepting, but it's become more known that they're, you know, a queer artist,
that they exist. So I feel like, right? Like,
yeah,
it shouldn't be the thing that it's relevant now,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, like I hate when people say the whole thing about like don't make being queer your personality, and I hate when people say that, but it's like when I have a conversation with someone, when I make a new friend, and if they're queer and I am, I don't want that to be the main thing, you know? So like I get, you know, that part where it's like they back then, but I also have to say that just because we say it's become a little bit more accepting now, it's still not as good as what it could be.
Of course, because
so like in some areas,
and let's be real, it's only accepted in some parts of the world.
Well, yeah, the whole thing with that too is like I live in Alabama. It's not accepted here at all.
Yeah.
You still have to keep things a secret. Like even with my parents, you know, like I haven't fully said it to them. I've hinted at it, but I haven't said it because I have this fear in me. Like I feel like a lot of kids, you know, who live here, well, I hear it all the time, you know, like I went to school because I wanted to be a psychologist, but I didn't end up finishing. So, but a lot of the kids would tell me about how, you know, like it's this thing where it's like you're afraid to be kicked out. You're afraid to be like
othered.
You live your life with your parents. You've known them your whole life. You say one thing and it could destroy your relationship, and it's like it's terrifying.
Yeah, you don't feel safe.
But
yeah,
you don't.
No, because once you say it, they might think you're a different person, even though it's still you. But they think it's not, because they knew a person, and then when you tell them I'm not that, actually, that can change, you know, everything, and you never know.
Yeah. And my mom still has these comments where she'll be like, oh, well, it's a choice, you know, and that just irks me.
It's not a choice.
Yeah, my mom, same thing for her. Yeah.
But when Tegan
and religion also, it's like it's like they very much affected by
when
that.
they did that one thing where they said, you know, wait until you know you feel comfortable enough to say it, but don't wait your whole life. That girl, I was like, okay, I'll start hinting at it. Maybe I won't do it right then, and I did. And I think that like that whole video was what made me feel more comfortable to do that. And I feel like a lot of the younger artists are just like, just say it, you know? Like, does that make sense? Like they'll just be like,
I'm gonna give you an advice. Don't say it until you're assured.
Don't let anyone tell you what to do. Like you can be totally be like inspired by people's stories and etc. But if someone tells you to do something,
only when you're comfortable,
that's
when
not
you feel safe,
like the way to go. Yeah.
When you're financially stable, that if like, you know, God forbid something happens between you and your parent and you don't get financial support or whatever, like, you know, you can like depend on yourself. And this is
if
the
you
reason
depend
why,
on someone who might not, you know, agree with that, it could be unsafe.
Bad,
exactly. So some of us might wait their whole lives, and what can we do about that? At least we have found freedom in this little virtual world, and love and family and friendship, which is, I guess, it's better than nothing. But I wouldn't risk my life, my career, my family for that, to be honest. Not everyone, I mean, it depends on your circumstances, where you live and who you are surrounded with.
It's your situation, not everyone's.
It's your situation. But only when you're ready. Only when you're ready, even if it takes 2 years.
What I feel like is different between like artists now and like artists then. Artists now are very like,
they're open.
I'm gay. Like they're open, and then not saying that Tegan and Sara. They weren't.
But their
I'm just saying it was
backgrounds,
more
where are they coming from? Half of them
yeah
are come on, they're like what's it
from
called? Nepo
California or New
babies.
York, and
And
their
yeah,
family.
Nepo babies and basically California, exactly. And that's
Yeah,
very
so
open.
But yeah, it's different for everyone. Like you keep comparing yourself with people, but you can't really. It's everyone has their journey, and it's
yeah,
different for everyone. And you have to, like Miriam said, like make sure that you're safe whenever that happens. And yeah, don't let people tell you what to do. It's your
yeah.
Like regarding anything, not only like coming out,
yeah,
whatever it
all
is.
Well,
all
it's
decisions
not
in
more like I
life.
don't feel like I'm safe or something. And I know that, I mean, me and my dad, we've talked about it. And it was like this situation where it's like, well, if I did, how would you react? Like if I did come out or whatever. And my dad was like, I'd still love you. I don't know why you think I'm gonna like kick you out of the house. But then there's like the people who always they have comments.
You
Be real.
know, Emily, a great philosopher, once said, let them say what they will, because they will anyhow. Lay back and light up without any guilt. That great philosopher starts with an
Oh,
S, ends with Era. Kirsten Quinn.
What did you say?
yeah, that's
Oh,
what
I
I had
forgot.
to think about it.
Is it a
My
quote?
okay. I said a great philosopher once said, let them
Oh,
say what they will, because they will anyhow. Lay back and light up without any guilt. And that great philosopher starts with an S, ends with Era, Kirsten Quinn.
are we done with like the
Yeah.
like heartthrob part of the podcast?
Yup. Now we have a game part.
Okay. We're gonna test your knowledge.
TNS
Emily.
knowledge.
Okay.
Are we going to have the sound?
Which sound's gone? It's just
No, there's
like,
music. It's not muted.
can you hear a sound right now?
No, but when you click, there's gonna be sound.
It's fine. Like it's just a little sound. Don't you want
Okay.
that? It's
So
just nice.
for the people listening, we're playing a game with there are 15 boxes, and each box has a question, and we're going to ask Emily questions right now about Tegan and Sara to see if
Yeah. It's
she's
on word wall because I'm a teacher and I'm using word wall for the people that are listening. You play probably if you're a student, you play that at school,
so
whatever.
pick a number.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, 4.
Which twin got a haircut first in high school? Tegan, Sara, neither.
Tegan.
You don't have time. Tegan. Okay. See, there's time. You need to like.
I think it's either 30 seconds for each question.
Yeah.
Okay, next number.
Correct. Next number. Choose a number.
6.
They were born 4 minutes apart, 6 minutes apart, or 8 minutes apart.
8.
I said that. How do you know that?
She read the book.
No, I'm just like I know everything. No, I'm just
Oh,
I was there.
shit. I was there. Pick a number.
1.
Finish the lyrics. Know that feeling when you're, how do you make it go away? Old, cold, bold.
Cold.
Good job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're a good fan.
2.
Finish the lyrics. In the back of this car, I feel like I have traveled nowhere, you have traveled nowhere, we have traveled nowhere.
Oh my God. We have traveled nowhere. Oh, that
So
one. I have? Okay.
I have traveled nowhere. That's a trick question. It's fine. Okay, pick a number.
How many? Which one? Have I done 3?
Can you see the screen?
What? Like if you lose
Oh, I
once,
can
you
see it
lose.
now. Okay, okay.
What?
That doesn't make sense.
I didn't know that.
Start over
again.
and then
Start over.
remove the timer.
I can't remove the timer. It's like that.
This is not gonna work because the numbers.
It's fine. Pick a number.
Well, do we need to go and do?
I don't know. I don't know if they changed. 3.
I think
They were born. You said 8 minutes apart. No, it's that when there's a timer, we need to go back again and pick the right answer. That's the thing.
4.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, next, sorry.
4.
Leave the barking for the dogs, for the ocean, for the ballers.
Ocean.
Oh, good
What
job.
the fuck does that mean? 5.
Which era is this picture from? If it was you, so jealous, or the con?
Oh my God, I'm so bad with these. I'm gonna say, I want to say so jealous, but then I want to say if it was you. so I don't know. I'm gonna
Finish.
say if it
Come
was
on.
you. It's wrong.
It is.
Oh,
Correct.
oh my
Good
God.
job.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you.
job. 2. Tegan and Sara's company is called the Tegan and Sara Foundation, Super Music Inc., Mom and Pop Inc.
Super Close Music Inc. or Mom
The
and Pop
Tegan and
Inc.
see.
Sara Foundation. Hey,
Isn't.
You have to go back.
No,
Fast.
I have to pick
You have-
another number.
Oh,
A number.
jeez. I hate this game.
I hate it too. Oh, we can go back to 2. Okay, I try again. Tegan and Sara's company is called
B. I don't know.
Super Close Music Inc.
Yes.
Really? What is that from?
Why is it called Super Close?
Society. Do you remember Do you know about Super
But I
Close
think-
Oh my
Society?
gosh, I am so. Why did I not think of that?
But I
I'm
think their
sorry.
company was called Super Close before that, no?
Super Close, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Super
8.
Close since they were like, I don't know, in the
Since if
F2
it was
era.
you or something, I don't know.
Yeah. The con was released in 2006, 7, or 8.
8. No, wait, stop. Oh my God, no.
You have to answer another question.
Very quickly. Where did they record this business of art? Vancouver, Calgary, or Toronto?
I don't
Very
know.
quickly.
Vancouver?
It's wrong. Again, we're gonna lose the game. We're gonna lose the game. That's it. Which goes.
Tears.
I hate this game. We didn't get to all the questions.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I do not know that stuff yet.
No, it's not you. It's the game that it's dumb. We didn't know that if you got the question wrong, it would not let you go to another question. Like it would end the time.
Yeah, why would
That
does it
sucks.
do that?
Go back to one of the other types so we can just go to the questions. Is that can you do that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, because
Go to
that's
the
so
quiz.
stressful.
The con was released in. That's another chance.
2006. I really don't know. I'm sorry.
Wrong. It's 2007, babe.
Ew, that's such an odd number, though.
Which of the following songs is not a Tegan and Sara song? Kissing Snakes, Painting Songs, or Celebration?
Kissing Snakes. I swear if that is, it's okay. Woo.
It's Kissing
I was about to say,
Spiders.
that is horrible.
It's Kissing Spiders. Tegan and Sara have performed live with several notable musicians. Which musician did they perform with during the 2014 Academy Awards ceremony? The Lonely
That's
Island, Taylor
easy.
Swift, or Macklemore?
Oh, you don't
See?
know.
Hey,
Everything
I
is
know it
awesome.
wasn't Taylor Swift. It had to be like, okay.
It's the Oscars.
That's the Oscars?
Yeah, Academy Awards means Oscars. Anyway,
They played Everything is Awesome.
Yeah, Everything is Awesome. The Con X Covers is an album released in 2017 featuring other artists covering Tegan and Sara's songs. One of the tracks was covered by Churches. Which Tegan and Sara's song did Churches cover for this album? Burn Your Life Down, Floor Plan, or Call It Off?
I'm going to be so honest with you right now. The only song I listen to off that one is
Lunas.
The Con.
Oh.
So
who plays the Con?
Huh?
Who plays
that
the Con in
Sara.
that album? Sara.
I'm gonna say Floor Plan. I don't know. Call It Off.
Wrong.
Was it Call It Off? I knew it. Why did I say that?
Floor Plan, Sara Bareilles, I think, and Burn Your Life Down, Jack Antonoff, or Bleachers. Not sure. In which TV series did the song Now I'm All Messed Up appear? Grey's Anatomy, Pretty Little Liars, and 020.
B? I never watched any of those.
It's not 020. They come in the show, they sing it. They sing it in the show, like, and they make a cameo. Yeah. Where did they record This Business of Art?
Vancouver, Calgary, or Toronto?
Toronto.
Yay, correct. I didn't know that, but Debbie knew. Like, that's very tricky.
Editing this part of the podcast
is gonna be
funny.
Yeah. For which album has Tegan written Give Chase? Saint Hit, So Jealous, or The Con?
Supposedly The Con.
So the time wouldn't kill us.
Do you know Give Chase, right? Do you know Give Chase?
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I love it. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was for So Jealous, but Debbie corrected me.
I said Heartthrob. I remember one of y'all did this on TikTok, and I put Heartthrob.
Which era is the picture from? Him, Just Like You, Heartthrob, or Love You to Death? Heartthrob?
Mm-hmm. I swear I'm gonna cry.
It's Love You to Death.
Oh my God, no way.
It's a very tricky picture.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Now
11 out of 15.
I need to go and delete this activity so my students wouldn't see it when I
yeah, do it now before you forget.
Please.
This was so messy that we don't know how many she got wrong and how many she got right.
Yeah.
Out of 15, let's say 11.
Fine. She cheated her way. So I mean, she's a good Tegan and Sara stan for a new stan, to be honest. Sure. Very, very great.
For a new fan, I think it was a good one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not really good with the whole... Oh, I am so sorry. That's been in the way the entire time.
That's okay.
That was me trying to block the sun.
That's fine. All right, let's get into the last part, which is song analysis. And we have, or Debbie has put a poll on Twitter about which song would you like us to discuss from Heartthrob, right, Debbie?
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm Not Your Hero won, thankfully.
Period.
Let me check. Let me just check which songs were on the poll.
The last time I saw it, it was that's one I picked.
Did you pick I'm Not Your Hero?
I did.
Oh yeah, there you go. We had Closer, I'm Not Your Hero, I Run Empty, or Guilty as Charged. Honestly, I thought that one of the B-sides were gonna get the votes, but
I really wanted
I'm Not Your Hero. 50%.
I really wanted that.
Let's just go against the people and then
no. I love that I use the lyrics for I'm Not Your Hero at the beginning of my thesis, like
which lyrics?
I don't know what they call it, like the
which lyrics?
Oh, I have to find it. I don't know where it is. When I find it, I'll show you.
Okay, so lyrics for I'm Not Your Hero, or the song in general. When I think, because there was Heartthrob, they did a video for each song, explaining each song, and I'm Not Your Hero, Sara said that it was like her talking to herself, but like a younger self or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember specifically, but I don't think she was talking to anyone in particular. I think that it was just like, I think it was herself reflecting on who she was when she was younger and who she is now, or at the time. Does everybody
This song is so personal to me, to be honest, because like with everything that I experience, it matters so much to me, and the lyrics are so they resonate with me. I love it. I can't say anything about it.
It's too personal?
Like, it's too personal, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, standing where I am now, standing up at all, I was used to feeling like I was never gonna see myself at the finish line. Yeah.
Yeah, she's accomplished a lot, and she's reflecting on, like I said, who she was when she was younger and who she is now at the time.
She didn't think she was going to be there, and she's not really, like...
She's pretty much in a better place, and she's telling her younger self, like in this way, she's telling her younger self that, like,
no, she's like, I'm not a superhero, but that doesn't mean that I didn't go through all of that shit that made me who I am today, basically.
But she's still
I didn't save the world. Exactly, I didn't save the world, but look at me, look where I am. I didn't think I would ever get into the finish line, and look at me. So it's like, it's just very beautiful, honestly. I wish like the song would be sung more on tour. Because it's very beautiful, and like also the bridge, sometimes it feels like the side that I'm on plays the toughest hand, holds the longest stand, which we know which side she's on. Sometimes it feels like I'm all that they've got. It's so hard to know that that's not what they want, and these lyrics are very personal to me because that's how I feel about my parents. So it's like
this one is this lyric. Sometimes it feels like what I recovered, you lost. Like she grew up, and then when she was younger, she was a different person, and then it feels like because she's a different person now, quote unquote, she lost like her innocence.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a very important song and has a really big message.
Well, the thing I love about Tegan and Sara's music is that you can interpret the song the way you feel, and I'm glad that they make that a known thing. Because for me, sometimes when I listen to music, I'm like, what if they find out that we take the song and make it our own kind of? Do they feel weird about it? Like, not Tegan and Sara, but like other artists. And when Tegan and Sara said that they love that we can do that, is like we can take their music and make it our own, make it like have our own experience, you know,
interpretation.
Yeah.
But that's what they say. They like releasing music because when they write about something, but when it's out there, it's not theirs anymore, and it loses its like meaning in a way that everyone will pick up what they want about the song for themselves, for their own experience. They say that a lot, that they like that happens because that's what they say. I think it's a lie, but they say that, oh, I forget what I wrote about. I don't think that's true.
No. It's just personal. They don't want to say it.
Yeah, for sure. So, but
okay,
I think, like music.
What? Sorry, I was gonna say I found my thesis, and no, I didn't mention I'm not your hero, because I just remembered that I mentioned, I thanked Tegan and Sara, but did something else and said something cheesy.
To include.
So I said, I dedicate this work to every mortal superhero whose superpowers seep through their continuous work to save this planet's trees, earth, and oceans from humanity's monstrous deeds. I dedicate it to those heroes who chase the sun of hope in every crevice of oppression, and to those who imagine a better earth where possibilities gleam on the brims of daylight.
Oh my God. That's way deeper than I'm Not Your Hero.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can I keep that?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I think that if I ever met Tegan's therapist, she would say the same to me about you're not that deep, because I'm not
that deep.
Not that deep. I can't form my words very well, so I don't know how people can. It just
me neither. Like just here at this podcast, I have to cut so much of like just silence, because I talk and then it takes me like a full minute to finish my sentence because I can't form words in my head.
But the same thing. But it's the same thing for me. But it doesn't have to be because I'm in Arabic words, by the way. It takes me forever to form like a coherent Arabic sentence. I love the language. It's very nice to listen to, but I suck at it, and I'm trying to like learn it better.
Yeah, I wish I was better with words. I'm not that good with words.
Yeah, I'm good with words when it comes to typing, but I'm not good with words when it comes to speaking. Like I have to think it over. Yeah.
Can we just finish the session, then we can like move on to talking like
what
between ourselves?
Okay.
I'm just gonna finish up the lyrics or the interpretation of the song. When we did the unpopular opinion, someone said that I'm Not Your Hero should have been the first single, and maybe not the first single, but I think that it should have been more. They should have made it like one of the.
They should have promoted it more.
Yeah, because I think it's a really beautiful message, especially
I think it was supposed to be a single because there's a lyric video for it, but they changed that.
That's true. I think it's a very important song, and the message is very important as well.
My favorite lyrics in the song is "I was used to stand in the shadow of a damaged heart, learning all I know now wasn't all I did."
Didn't they say that they wanted that to be the title of the album or something?
I don't remember.
Anyways,
anyway,
let's wrap it up. Thanks everyone for listening. Thank you so much, Emily, for coming. This was great. Do you want to tell people your socials, or do you want to remain anonymous?
Well, I was easy for myself because I gave all my socials the same name, and it's Raised by Icons. Everything. Instagram
you guys
and Twitter.
want to find Emily, Raised by Icons on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter.
Instagram, just everything.
Everything. Okay, cool. The podcast is We Just Want to Talk about Tegan and Sara. Well, the at is not that, but if you Google that, you're gonna find us. We're on Twitter, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube. Me, I'm on Twitter as Naughtiness Lyrics and TikTok as Kuroko Debbie. Miriam?
Oh, I'm Inflated Gravy on Twitter and TikTok. And before we end this, I would like to say something. I'd like to send my condolences and prayers to the children and families that are dying in Palestine right now. And I hope that whatever is going on and this war is over soon, because those innocent lives do not deserve to die like that.
Yes. Thank you for listening. Bye.
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 Bye.